It started like any other day. I didn't plan to be seen. I wasn't looking to impress anyone. I just wanted to try on a dress. The boutique was warm, cozy. Soft music floated from hidden speakers, and the air smelled like lavender and fresh fabric. I was dressed simply, white sneakers, oversized sweatshirt, messy bun. I wasn't here for anyone but me. Then I saw him. He wasn't staring, not really. He stood near the fitting rooms holding a shopping bag, waiting for someone maybe. And yet, our eyes met. He gave the faintest smile, like he was saying, "It's okay. I see you." I looked away first. The shop assistant came over, friendly, talkative, but I barely registered her voice. Something about the way he stood, still, calm, like he had all the time in the world. I wandered between the racks, let my fingers brush silk, lace, cotton, looking for something simple, with just a hint of something else. And then I found it. Soft beige, open back, a high slit, not really my style, which is exactly why I picked it. I held it up in front of a mirror, imagining his eyes, not on the dress, but on me. He was still there, not watching, but definitely aware. The shop assistant gestured toward the changing rooms. I nodded. As I walked past him, the air shifted. He smelled like warm cologne and rain. I didn't look at him, but my cheeks grew warmer. I stepped into the fitting room, pulled the curtain closed, and exhaled quietly, a breath I hadn't realized I was holding. The dress slid from the hanger. Cool fabric met warm skin. Outside, I heard the bench creak softly. He sat down. Close. Too close. Was he listening? I shouldn't have cared. But my hands trembled slightly as I reached for the zipper at my side. The dress fit perfectly, like a second skin. I turned toward the mirror, traced my waist with one hand, and then heard him shift again outside. I couldn't see him, but I knew he was there, too close for it to be accidental. I pulled the curtain open, just a little, a couple inches. He was looking at his phone, but his eyes lifted immediately. That look, not vulgar, not hungry, just focused. The kind of gaze that says he knows how to wait, that he doesn't chase, but doesn't back away either. I closed the curtain again and stood there, barefoot, wrapped in this soft fabric, inside a space barely big enough to breathe. I could have said it. "Could you help me with the zipper?" It would have been a clear invitation. He would have understood, but I didn't say a word. Because something about the silence was even more thrilling. I turned around, faced the mirror again, ran my fingers down the open line of my back, and I realized I wanted him to come in, to step behind me. Not touch, just be close. I imagined his breath brushing my shoulder, his hand hovering, almost there, but not quite. I closed my eyes and slowly sat down on the bench inside the fitting room. The dress lifted slightly. My thighs revealed just a little too much. I didn't fix it. Not right away. Outside, silence. But I knew he felt what I was doing. He was in the game now too. I opened the curtain again. A little wider this time. He was still sitting, but turned slightly toward me. Eyes locked on mine. I said softly, "I think it fits." Maybe too tight. He didn't answer, but he stood one step, another. He stopped right at the edge of the curtain, didn't enter. I looked up at him. From inside that soft golden light, he just whispered, "Can I see?" I didn't answer right away, just looked at him. Let the moment stretch, slow, deliberate, charged. Then I leaned back slightly, turned one shoulder toward him and said, almost in a whisper, "The zipper doesn't go all the way up." I wasn't lying, not completely. He didn't speak, just stepped forward, one careful step inside. He didn't touch me, not yet. But I could feel the heat of him standing behind me. The mirror reflected both of us now, me in the dress, him behind, tall and steady, hands at his sides. I looked at him through the mirror. He met my eyes. Then finally he reached forward, slowly. His fingers brushed the zipper at my lower back, not rushed, not greedy. I felt a shiver roll down my spine. He slid it up inch by inch until it stopped just below the nape of my neck. Then his fingers paused, right there, not moving. I didn't breathe. The air between us thickened, heavy, warm, like something was about to break. His voice was low, almost a murmur. "This dress was made for you." And then silence. His hand dropped. He didn't touch anywhere else, didn't pull me in, didn't kiss me, but that silence said more than anything else could. I turned around, slowly. He was standing so close I could see the flutter of his lashes, the softness in his jaw, the tension in his hands. I looked up. He looked down. Neither of us moved, because if we did, we wouldn't stop. His eyes fell to my lips. Break time 30. He stood there, still so close, but not touching. And I just watched him, my breathing slow, my pulse loud in my ears. I should have said something, but the silence between us felt sacred, like a thread, fragile, golden, stretched tight. Then I smiled, software a little playful, just enough to say, "I know what you're thinking, and yes, I'm thinking it too." I stepped forward, only slightly, so the hem of my dress brushed his leg. His eyes flickered, that was all. No move, no reach, no kiss. But his restraint only made it worse, or better. I brushed my fingers through my hair, let it fall over one shoulder, and said, almost casually, "I think I'll take it." His smile was barely there, a twitch in the corner of his mouth. I walked past him slowly, barefoot, dress still hugging every curve. He didn't stop me, didn't follow, but I felt his eyes all the way to the register. The shop assistant asked, "Do you want the tags removed?" I said yes, without hesitation, because I wasn't just buying a dress, I was buying this moment, this feeling. As I turned to leave, I looked back. He was standing exactly where I'd left him, still, composed, but his eyes burned. And then he did something unexpected. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a card, and set it gently on the bench by the fitting rooms. He didn't look at me, just turned and walked away. I didn't rush. I walked back slowly, heels clicking against the tile, picked up the card, no name, just a number and a time, midnight. No message, but none was needed. I slipped it into my purse and smiled to myself, because some moments are worth waiting for. And some dresses aren't just clothes, they're invitations.